In this video, what I've done is created a checklist for you for what to do when you first launch a video. Make sure you go through the steps that I'm going to outline. And this is for people who launch a video and get like 3 views or 7 views and the video is just dead. So this tutorial will help you with that. Some of the tips here may feel relatively basic, but that's because this is just what you do on day 1 at the launch of your video. And if you'd like, you can actually download this and use it as a checklist for every video you launch. This is just for like the first hour, first day, what to do. So obviously the big 7 social media networks, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Quora, LinkedIn, and TikTok. You can post your video there. On TikTok, there's a very interesting thing where you can post a short video and kind of link to, hey, watch the whole thing on my YouTube. And on many of these platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and others, you can use hashtags in your posts to amplify your reach. And an example of a hashtag for maybe a cooking video would be cooking, baking, vegan, whatever applies to your video. And on different social networking sites, different number of hashtags are best practice. For example, on Twitter, 2 or 3, on TikTok more, on Instagram more, and so on. Just don't overdo it with the hashtags because at some point it just looks spammy and impossible to read. Next, what you can do on your social media networks is pin that post of your video as your pinned post on Twitter, Facebook, because that's going to get it a little more views. You don't have to keep it as pinned post for a long time, but at least maybe for a few days, just as you're getting that video to start to accumulate views and hopefully start ranking after that burst of views. Next, after you've gone through and publicly posted on social media, you can ask privately, just instant message at all your friends and say, hey, I've got this video. Can you just give it a view and a thumbs up and all this? And that's a one-on-one kind of a message that you can go through your network. Continuing on, what you can do also on your blog is create one or multiple blog posts and of course embed the video there. And of course, as your channel grows, a lot of your views will come from your existing subscribers. If you don't have many subscribers, this is not an option, but definitely make it a goal to have not only subscribers, but engaged subscribers growing. And that's actually going to help you get views in the beginning. And you're going to be able to avoid a lot of these very monotonous, boring social media things, reaching out to people, because you don't want to be doing that long term. This is just if you're struggling for views. Now, a lot of people also ask, can I hire people on Fiverr or Upwork or influencers to get me a lot of views and promote my videos? You could, but you don't have to, because you can run YouTube ads for pennies per view. I show you how to do that in the course. And when you run YouTube ads, you can select the targeting, meaning the people who will see your ads are actually interested in your video or will be more interested in your video than random people who some Fiverr or Upwork freelancers promote to. So out of those options of Fiverr, Upwork, influencers, if you're just after views for the purpose of ranking, then YouTube ads can be plenty. As long as your video is engaging and you get enough views to be competitive with your competitors, YouTube ads can get you far. The next step would be to leverage existing communities, meaning you join forums, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups on the topic of your videos. But you don't just go there and you don't just post your video in spam, because nobody will like that and people will remember you kind of as a spammer. They're not going to respect you. What you want to do is first, before you go in spam, if you know, oh, I'm going to be launching a video in a week before, join some groups, network there, maybe ask the admins of those groups, hey, do you mind if I post my video? I think it's going to be helpful to your group. They'll be much more likely to appreciate that you respect them like that and say yes. It's not a guarantee that they'll say yes, but they'll be much more likely to say yes. And those groups already have pre-existing audiences that you can promote to. After that, you want to consider creating your own LinkedIn group, Facebook group, etc., because you want to build your own audiences long-term in your niche that are engaged. Because if you share on your personal Facebook profile, most of those people, they're just your friends, but they may not care about the topic of your video. But when you create your own groups, those people obviously will care and be more interested in the topics of your video. So long term, just like YouTube subscribers, your built up audiences will be great sources where you would get views at the launch of every video. So this is the checklist for you. Most people have hundreds or thousands of contacts in their social media, so you should be able to get hundreds of views just doing this on day one if you work really hard at executing it and do everything. In this video, I want to introduce to you another service that will help you get more YouTube views, and that's called Grow Views. And what this basically does is you earn points for watching other people's videos, and then you can use those points to have them watch your videos. And then if you look at the pricing, there is a free plan. Basically, you watch one person's video, they watch yours, and so on and so on. And if you pay a little bit, then you have to watch far fewer videos, and you're going to get a lot more views in exchange for that, essentially. That's the sum of this. The benefit of this is that you can just get more views. And the negative aspect of this is that it's possible that some of the accounts here that use this extensively, all they do is watch videos and then they get watched, and it's reciprocal. So if it's too reciprocal for some accounts, YouTube might be a little bit suspicious of those views. So you don't want to overuse this, but it is a good tool. And of course, it might get quite annoying to watch a lot of videos by other people that you don't care about. And typically they're low quality, uninteresting videos about things you don't really care about. So that's the trade-off. I mean, to get 100 views on the free plan, you have to like literally watch 100 other videos. That's like your whole day. So it's not quite worthwhile, but if you have it playing in the background, this can help you get some views for your videos and help you with your rankings and things like that. In this video, I want to show you a little nifty hack for how to get more views on your videos and more subscribers on your channel by using the signature of your email. You can do this on any email provider. Here, I'm on a Gmail account, and you'll see on the top right, you'll have a settings tab, and you'll go to settings option. In the settings option, you'll have a spot for signature. You see, right? The default is no signature. So you don't do that. You click append to at the end of all messages, and it will automatically append this at the end of all messages. And you say something like sincerely, Alex Genadinik, and then you would put your YouTube channel or any particular video you want to promote. And then once you save that, whoever gets your email will see this link on your signature, and they may or may not take interest, but at least they'll see it. And the average person probably sends 10 to 20, maybe 30 emails a day, depending on what kind of business you have, what kind of different people you interact with. But that's all people who are potential views and potential subscribers every day. And you would do this if promoting your channel or specific video is important for you. Obviously, if it's not a part of your professional brand or personal brand, and if it's just a side project, you might consider not doing this. But if what you're doing on YouTube is really important for you, then it's definitely worthwhile having your link in the signature of your email, because this will just give you an extra bump in views and subscribers every day from now on. In this video, I want to show you another way to get more people to subscribe and to more people to watch your next videos that you make from now on. And it's called the ring the bell strategy. And many viewers on YouTube don't know this. And actually still many YouTube creators don't know this. So for example, I picked a random video. This is the Queen, the band music video, and it's their official channel. I'm not subscribed yet. Let's say I'm going to subscribe. And most people understand subscriptions, but you see there's a little bell. And what you have to tell people is make sure you ring the bell. Don't just tell them subscribe. You have to tell them subscribe and ring the bell, because that is the way that they're going to become extra subscribers who get notifications of every video. So they're basically going to get more notifications and more intrusive notifications, which means they're going to get noticed and they're going to come and watch your video. So this is the latest and greatest from YouTube. It's not so latest, but many people don't really know about it yet. So this is the thing you need to be doing, is asking maybe in the past you used to ask, subscribe to my channel. Now you have to ask, subscribe and ring the bell. And then maybe a couple of words about like, what is this bell? Because most people don't get it. But that's the bell, and you have to make people ring the bell now. And if they do, for every video you create from now on, you'll have more views right from the launch, which is fantastic because that's going to help your immediate rankings and all those other good things we talk about in this course. In this video, I'm going to show you another strategy for how to boost your YouTube SEO, and this time is going to be with closed captioning. So you can choose any of your videos, doesn't matter which one. I'm going to just pick this one. You can see it's even unlisted here, so I'm not really even promoting this video. It's not even really live, but we're going to click it. It's going to take us to this editing, and then we're going to go to advanced. And in the advanced, what you have is these subtitles, and it's automatic. You see it right here. It says it's automatically generated for you. You don't have to do any work for that. But right now it gives me the option to edit on Classic Studio. So we edit it, and then what happens is you're able to actually edit the subtitles. And when I click the word edit, the button to edit here, you're going to be able to edit. And what's going to happen is if you use any words like it or this, you can replace them with actual keywords. So maybe let's say I've reached millions of people online with my business. Maybe if I say entrepreneurs, you see this can start ranking a little bit for the word entrepreneurs. And you can see, oh, I've helped so many people, maybe so many entrepreneurs, and you can add different keywords. In fact, I can say this book, and I can say business plan, like business book. And so it's going to give my video just a slight tiny edge in ranking for the word business book. So this is not going to make, and then you save changes, and then off you go. And then, so YouTube does look at this. It does look at the closed captioning for your videos, and it's not a major ranking signal, but it's going to boost your SEO ever so slightly. But sometimes that's all you need to jump over some of the competitors. So this is one way to give yourself a boost. Now, I don't recommend really spending a lot of time on this, but if you can gloss over, and if you know you're targeting certain keywords, like some of your major keywords, not the long tail stuff, but if you're targeting some major keywords, you can edit your closed captioning and you can add those major keywords and more instances of them, and that will give you a tiny boost in YouTube SEO. And if you really want to get extra credit, you can really go long tail on it. But it's going to be a little bit of a disproportionate amount of time to the effectiveness of this is not really going to be worthwhile all that time, because it is a pretty consuming task. So don't spend too much time on this, but just a little bit. It's a little bit of an extra hack you can